Aloha, welcome to 2025. This is another episode of Michael Talks Technology. These are my AI predictions for 2025. So I have three predictions for this year, and I have a bonus prediction, so stay tuned at the end so you can see that. Okay, prediction number one. We're going to see a new evolution in AI agentic frameworks. So a little background, this technology really emerged in 2023, and in 2024, we saw a lot of new development. So what we started off with was RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. And that was really cool because it gave us a lot of document interaction, and probably a lot of people's first foray into AI agents was actually leveraging RAG. Once you upload a document, you can do questions and answers on that document. These Q&A capabilities really helped evolve how people thought about leveraging localized context when we think about AI and AI agents. In 2025, I think we're going to see more advanced agent tools. Companies like Zapier, starting off in 2024, are able to leverage all their prefabricated APIs. They have hundreds, if not thousands, of APIs and the common tools that everybody knows and loves, like Gmail, Google Docs, Outlook, Calendly, and other integrations. And what they're able to do is leverage those as tools inside of an AI agent. For example, you can have a customer service bot that will read and respond to emails, which is a really cool tool. It's very easy to set up inside of something like Zapier. In fact, it could take only a few minutes. There are other competitors like Make.com. I use this a lot within our nonprofit, helpforhd.org. We're able to stitch together very in-depth workflows and do if-then statements, leveraging tools and integrations that already exist. But I think that this is a really easy tool to use. It's very drag and drop, and it makes a lot of sense. It's a lot better for business application connectivity versus a Zapier, which is really meant for a lot of consumers. So if you're a small business, Make.com will allow you to create really cool AI agents that not only integrate with your email, but also things like social media, customer relation management tools, and even into your website. One of my favorites that I've been spending a lot of time on is something called N8N. This is enterprise safe because you can install this in a private cloud or on-premise onto a server. N8N leverages a lot of the same capabilities as the other two, but I think they have a much more powerful AI agent tool that's built into it that allows you to do things like vectorization for really intense reverse augmented retrieval or RAG workflows. We also leverage something called Flowwise. It's a really cool tool for those that want to get deeper, even more so than N8Ns. In 2025, I think we're going to see more tool leveraging from companies like Zapier, Make.com, and N8N. You're going to see big organizations like Microsoft and Salesforce spending a lot of time on building out new tools and capabilities for their AI agents. I think these AI agents are going to become more sophisticated. Things like being able to do human in the loop or review things before the AI agent responds are really cool interactions that we'll see more of in 2025. Prediction number two is an enhanced leveraging of small language models. This year, we saw mobile integrations. Companies like Samsung and Apple are leveraging small language models on their devices. These are cool examples because they're able to help with local device processing and reduce costs. I think that this year we started seeing these small language models loaded onto the phones. They're not really doing a whole lot quite yet. In 2025, I think that they're really going to double down on enhanced privacy because people are concerned about that when it comes to AI. So in 2025, we'll probably see a hybrid model approach. Right now, these small language models are only capable of doing very simple things like help you write or clean up a text message or do retrieval augmented generation on your mobile phone. But I think we can leverage both small and large language models and switch between the two. I think that's going to be super helpful in 2025. What will continue from 2024 is the creation of these models. Microsoft has the PHI model, which is really powerful. They're leveraging a lot of instructional model training, which will help these models be more efficient and productive. In 2025, we'll see these things working together. The SDK integration will allow developers to leverage a small language model on device. And that way it reduces a lot of their costs for the developer plus for the consumer, which is going to be really helpful. Allow things like offline capabilities so you don't have to constantly have internet connectivity to leverage these models. Prediction number 3 is around generative AI authenticity. Right now, some of the issues that we have is that when we're using internet trained models, it spits back out internet data. Where does data provenance come into play here? Is that your intellectual property? Did you create that thing from an academic or even from a professional perspective? So I think in 2025, we should be able to leverage things like blockchain technology and be able to leverage the immutable record keeping that exists on the blockchain. So we can verify authenticity. Use an NFT to say, hey, I created this corpus of work, this document, this image or whatever, and be able to prove that that's your body of work, that you generated it. And I think that when it comes into our workplace environment, we can leverage things like private chains. So that way we can say, hey, we created this body of work, even if we are or not leveraging AI. In 2025, we'll see a lot more provenance tracking by things like private blockchains or even using public blockchains, and have a lot more intellectual property protection. My bonus prediction for 2025. I think we're going to really double down into advanced reasoning, and we're starting to see that with the OpenAI models, improving on inference capabilities like deductive reasoning and reducing things like hallucination. We're also going to start seeing things like DeepSeek and others that are able to create models at a fraction of the cost. So as they're doing that, they're able to leverage these models at a fraction of the cost so that we can have more focused parameter models for things like coding or writing text or language. This cost-effective training will help other models to emerge and make reasoning more competitive. Right now, we have multi-trillion parameter models like OpenAI and the Anthropic models. The problem is these are very costly to train and leverage. If we have more focused parameter models and more cost-effective training, we can reduce a lot of those costs and have AI agents help us to do reasoning at a fraction of the cost. So in 2025, we'll have more enhanced model intelligence or pseudo-intelligence by leveraging things like AI agents, and the processing will be a lot more efficient. Thank you very much for staying tuned to the end. These are my predictions for 2025 and how I've been seeing the technology working. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or message me directly. I'd like to hear about how you're leveraging AI and where you think it's going. It's a really cool time for AI because we can actually leverage this technology. We are in a technology gold rush. I think there's going to be a lot more entrepreneurial opportunities. I think that there's going to be a lot more transformation when it comes to careers and education. And I really think that generative AI is just the beginning. It's really going to be about the application of this technology. And that's where we're going to see a lot of really cool things emerge in 2025 and beyond. Thanks for watching.